Mickey D on the beat.
Hey, what's happening, guys? Good evening, and welcome to another episode of the MMA Breakdowns channel. I'm your host and fearless leader, Mr. JJM. Pretty excited to talk about this week's prediction card. It's UFC 299, which is headlined by Vera versus O'Malley. We will be discussing each of the fights, method of victories, betting odds, etc., etc., etc. Also, before we start, quick disclaimer. The show is for strict entertainment and should not be viewed as financial or betting advice. So if you guys are gonna bet, please bet responsibly and do your own research. Also, if you guys haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, post notification bell, like and comment down below. Before we start, I will let you guys know I'm battling a little bit of a cold, so pardon me if I pause a little. I'm working through that. Let's get into the fights, though. Pretty exciting card incoming. First fight of the night, ladies going at it. We have Joanne Wood versus Myrna Moroz. I'm picking Myrna Moroz to win by split decision. It's a ladies' fight. I won't be betting it either way. Wouldn't advise that for anyone. Joanne Wood definitely good on the feet, but I just think Myrna Moroz is gonna secure the takedowns, control and bully her, and I think Joanne Wood is gonna give her problems on the feet. But once she lands these takedowns and once she gets the control and ranks that up, I think she takes a split decision against Joanne Wood. Looking at the odds for the fights, Myrna Moroz at a plus 230. Joanne Wood minus 126 as the favorite. So I'm going underdog to start the night off and picking Moroz for the victory. Next fight on the card, we have CJ Vergara versus Asu Amabayev. I'm picking Asu Amabayev to run through CJ Vergara, as everyone is. Asu is a dangerous prospect killer at the flyweight division. Good on the feet, good wrestling, definitely great BJJ. I think this fight ends in the first round by submission. He gets Vergara down to the ground, gets the back, chokes him out. I'll go Asu's by strangle in the first round. Looking at the odds for the fight, Asu Amabayev minus 320, CJ Vergara plus 250, and the odds really reflect that. So Asu is the official pick by submission round 1. Next fight on the card, we have Rebellis Despain versus Josh Parisian. Rebellis Despain making his UFC heavyweight debut. If you don't know who he is, you should be worried for Josh Parisian. 4 fights, 4 finishes, all in the first round, all brutal KOs. This guy is a monster. Josh Parisian is a washout. The UFC just uses him to bring in new prospects, build them up, and that's it. I think he's on like a 3 or 4 fight losing streak right now, and I think this will be another one. And I think Despain knocks him out within seconds of the first round. So I'm picking Despain not only to win, but by KO in the first round, within the first minute, really. Looking at the odds for the fight, Rebellis Despain is a minus 700 favorite, and Josh Parisian at plus 550. Yeah, Rebellis Despain, you can bet money line. Good parlay piece. I'm confident I will be putting him in a parlay. Confident in his abilities, and I think he gets a brutal, brutal stoppage and breaks into the UFC in style. Let's run up. Next fight on the card, we have Michel Pereira versus Michael Oleksiejczuk. I'm just gonna call him Michael because I hate this guy's last name. He's an asshole. I'm picking Michel Pereira to chin him. Now, this fight is a coin flip because Michael has what we call KO nuclear power. If he touches Michelle Pereira, which has been knocked out before, I think this fight is over, right? Michelle Pereira decided to move up to middleweight because he missed weight at welterweight. He decided to add the 15 pounds, move up, and he's been doing well, man. You know, last fight he had a good performance, but I just think this time he's gonna, get it better. He's a better kickboxer on the feet, and on the ground he's no slouch as well, which means he's got submission game as well in BJJ. So I'm picking the Brazilian to chin Michael on the feet, touch him up, hurt him, and ground and pound TKO. I'm gonna call it second round because Michael is not by any means a chinny fighter, but I just think he gets countered and he gets put out. Looking at the odds for the fight, Michelle Pereira a minus 225 favorite, with Michael being a plus 150 underdog. Yeah, I believe these odds. I respect them. I just think Michel Pereira is gonna be, better on his feet, and he's the absolute creme de la creme in terms of this matchup. Let's run it up. Next fight in the card, we have a veteran Pedro Munoz versus the newcomer Kyler Phillips. I'm picking Kyler Phillips to win. Now, this is one of the fights that I struggled with because Michel Pereira has been a bitch to me in the past. Every time I bet against him, he wins. I bet against him in the Chris Gutierrez fight and he beat up Chris Gutierrez. He's a good fighter, man. Solid. I think it's a good test for Kyler Phillips. I think, though, Kyler Phillips, well rounded, good on the feet, great wrestling, good submission. I think he outpoints Munoz, touches him up on the feet, and gets a decision. Because I don't think he finishes Munoz, man. Unless it's a sub, I don't see him hurting Munoz. Munoz is a tough ask, especially for a step up in competition. But I just think it's Phillips' time, and I think he gets a decision. Looking at the odds, Kyler Phillips minus 120, with Pedro Munoz being plus 115. So yeah, that kind of makes sense, but don't sleep on Munoz. Don't sleep on him at all. He's a dangerous fighter, but I just think Kyler Phillips gets it done. Next fight on the card, we have Mateusz Gamrot versus Rafael dos Anjos. I'm picking Gamrot to beat Rafael dos Anjos. RDA is back. Former champion at the lightweight division. But he's older now, man. I don't think he gets past Gamrot. Gamrot, good wrestling, good striking on the feet. He gave Dariush hell, but Dariush still, put him in his place in a sense. But I think Gamrot is gonna take him down, wrestle fuck him, like we always say, and take a decision. That's just pretty much it. I don't think he finishes RDA. RDA also is a tough ass, great chin, so I don't see him finishing him. Looking at the odds for the fight, Mateusz Gamrot minus 400 favorite on Superbet. Rafael dos Anjos plus 350 makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. So I'm picking Gamrot to get a decision. Let's run it up. Next fight in the card, we have Caitlin Chukagian versus Macy Barbara. I'm picking Macy Barbara to beat Chukagian. Chukagian is a good fighter. Both of them top women flyweights, but Macy Barbara, man, she's improved her skills a lot. She beat what's this girl? Tabitha Ricci, which everyone thought was gonna be this solid prospect at 125, and she outclassed her, touched her up on the feet. And Caitlin Chukagian is a good fighter, good striking. Not so much with the grappling, but I think Macy Barber touches her up on the feet, takes her down to the ground, and beats her up. And I say she gets a decision. I don't think she finishes Chukagian, but we'll see. But looking at the odds for the fight, Macy Barber minus 120, Chukagian plus 225. So yeah, the odds reflect that as well. So the official pick, Macy Barber by decision. Next fight in the card, featured prelim of the night. I'm excited for this one. It's Curtis Blades versus Gelton Almeida. Now, this fight, I'm worried. The last prospect to fight Curtis Blades was Tom Aspinall, and in the opening seconds, he fired a kick and he broke his leg clean in half. I hope no freak accident happens to Gelton Almeida in this fight. But I'm picking Jalton Almeida to sub Curtis Blades. Now I know what you're saying. He couldn't beat Derek Lewis. He couldn't finish Derek Lewis. Yeah. Derek Lewis is a maniac that just stands up and he's super strong. Curtis Blades is super strong and has good wrestling, but I think that's where his downfall will come. He's going to shoot and he's going to give his neck. And we all know Jilton is a heavyweight that moves like a middleweight, much like Cyril God, but on the ground, he's a monster, absolute monster. I think Blades shoots for a takedown, he snatches a guillotine or he transitions to the back, or he himself takes down Blades and he gets the back and he chokes him out. So I'm going Jalton Almeida by third round submission. I think he gets it done, man. Even on the feet, Jalton is no slouch. Blades is no slouch either. I just think it's going to be an exciting fight. Looking at the odds for the fight, Jalton Almeida won minus 125, with Curtis Blades being a plus 150 underdog. And I'm picking Jalton Almeida to sub Curtis Blades. Call me crazy, but I just think he gets it done. Now we go to the big guns. Main card opener. It's Piotr Yan versus Song Yadong. I'm picking Song Yadong to beat Piotr Yan. I'm sorry, man. Song Yadong, the Karate Kid, he's just good. Piotr Yan is gonna give him problems, right? I see Piotr Yan being good in the grappling, good on the feet, mad power. But I think Song Yadong with that one punch KO power is gonna stun and hurt Peter Yan. I don't think he finishes him, but I think he touches him up and takes a 3-round decision. Plus Yan, he takes a while to get started. For that, I'm picking Song Yadong by decision. Looking at the odds, Song Yadong minus 125, Peter Yan plus 150. So give me Yadong by decision. Next fight in the card, we have Gilbert Burns versus Jack Della Maddalena. I'm picking Jack Della to win a decision, a hard-fought decision against Gilbert Burns. What can I say? Both of them good on the feet. If the fight gets to the ground, Jack has some problems because Gilbert has that BJJ, but I think he just outpoints him and takes a decision. Looking at the odds for this fight, Jack Della Maddalena minus 126, with Gilbert Burns being plus 260 underdog. Great odds. Jack Della by decision to basically get the night started. Featured fight of the night. Excited for this one as well. Kevin Holland versus the debut of Michael Venom Page. I'm picking Michael Venom Page. MVP is here. Battle of Strikers. There won't be any grappling. There's going to be a finish though. I think MVP KOs Kevin Holland. Call me crazy. That style is unique. I think he touches him up on the feet and catches him with something weird, knocking him out. I'm going to call it in the third round because these guys are going long, but it ends in the third round. Looking at the odds, MVP minus 225, Kevin Holland plus 270. Great odds, and I'm picking MVP to get the decision. The knockout. Next fight in the card, co-main event of the evening. Benoit Saint Denis versus Dustin Poirier. I'm picking Benoit Saint Denis to chin Dustin Poirier. Call me crazy. I say head kick finish. Or, he just touches him with the hands. I call it second round. Overall, I just think the skills are there for Benoit Saint Denis. Good wrestling. He's going to threaten with that. Good on the feet. And, overall just better. Looking at the odds, BSD is a minus 225 favorite, with Dustin being a plus 126 underdog. So very good odds, very good parlay piece. I'm thinking Benoit Saint Denis finishes him within the second or third round. And finally, main event of the evening, we have Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Vera. I'm picking Marlon Vera to beat Sean O'Malley for the second time. Call me crazy. If Sean O'Malley cannot finish Marlon Vera, he doesn't win this fight. And Marlon Vera is not going to get chinned by Sean O'Malley, and you're telling me he's going to have to outpoint Marlon Vera for 5 rounds? I don't see it. I think later rounds, Marlon Vera hurts him again and wins by TKO and make a major upset, stop the hype train. So looking at the odds, Marlon Vera plus 250, with Sean O'Malley being minus 125 to win. But yeah, I think Vera gets it done by KO. So that's my official pick, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment down below. That is my time. So I'm leaving. Peace. Do enjoy the rest of your evening.